never forget this moment for as long as I live. Oh my god, I need to get my coffee. Guys, whenever you're in Manhattan, you need to go to Daily Provisions, any Daily Provisions in Manhattan. Literally the best iced coffee. I was in a relationship with my boyfriend for 5 years, and this was nearing to the end of our relationship, and I will never forget this moment in the car with my best friend at the time. I was telling her all of our problems, and I was saying there's literally nothing I can do right now. Like, I can't like not think about him. I will never forget what my best friend said. She just said, focus on yourself and it's all gonna come to you in the right time. Just focus on yourself. It snapped me. I finally got it. Like, yes, it's hard. I'm thinking about this person constantly. It was the thing that was my main thought of the day. But, you know, I persisted, and from that moment on, no matter how difficult it was, I'm not going to just be thinking about him. I'm going to be focusing on myself. And I started very, very small. I started going to the gym more. I started focusing on YouTube more. I would YouTube best skincare routines, and I really cleared my skin up. I would just do the things that would make me feel kind of excited, because you can't go from like being so enthralled in a person, thinking about them 24/7, to like completely detach. You have to follow the steps of, okay, I'm really attached right now, but what is the one thing that I can do that isn't that, that kind of sort of half makes me excited, that also helps my life for the better? For me, that was the gym, because I was like, okay, well, I can think about him, because I know, like, if you are in this position, you understand. It's like you feel like you can't do anything but think about that situation, and it's like, I understand that. I get that, but I'm here to tell you that you can focus on yourself and become a baddie while thinking about that. And while you do that, while you become a better version of yourself, for as long as you can take years. By the time that we broke up, it was like nothing to me, because I lost a bunch of weight. My career was going up. I decided where I wanted to move, New York, and it was like I could kind of see my life forming and shaping without him. Falling out of love with him, I fell in love with myself. As, you know what, no, I'm not gonna say it's corny, because it's the truth, and if that makes me corny, I'm gonna be corny. You start focusing on yourself and you forget about that person. Sure enough, after 3 months, he came back knocking at my door. He was knocking for hours, and like, by that time it was too late. I already developed such like a self-love like within myself that it was so easy for me to just watch that and be like, I don't really feel anything right now. And I was just so enthralled with becoming a better version of myself, and it's like I kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And so I jumped into this video really quickly to share that story. This baddie revelation today is going to be about focusing on yourself. No matter if you want a guy, no matter if you want 100K subscribers, no matter if you want that promotion, or what is the one thing, think about that right now, that you really want, that you can't stop thinking about. If you haven't seen my baddie revelations episode number 1, watch that up here, of taking boys off the pedestal. You can totally apply that to career. But as soon as you take that main thing that you want off of the pedestal, that's when you can easily get it, because you're not making it into this big thing. It might be hard to do that at first, but once you get into it, you will literally understand how addictive it is, because you see the results and it's you. The hidden benefits of that, once you start getting like your life together, for example, hidden benefits, like, no one told me your body would feel so much lighter after losing a bunch of weight. I was always skinny, but when I broke my foot, I got heavier, and I must have forgotten how it felt like before to be skinny, because once I shed that weight, it was like I felt like I was flying. As shitty as this sounds, like, people treat you with respect, more with respect. It's because I respected myself, and so I reflected that respect to others, and so people respected me. And it could have been if I was 20 kilograms heavier. It's just that I didn't have that much love within myself. Anyways, hidden benefits like that you don't really see, you don't really know, but like once you start like feeling that, it's so hard to stop. And by the time you get into that self-development phase, nothing is as important as that. Segue of refreshments. If you want to subscribe, I would love to have you here. I speak about self-development. So if you want to subscribe, I would love to have you here. You start with one thing of working out and going to the gym. And then once you've gotten the ball rolling with that, I started reading self-development, books, and I started getting really inspired and interested in that. once I got that, you know, I started having this like want to like go out more and be with my friends, which I didn't kind of want to do for a long time because I was so like, I just wanted to be with this one guy. And whatever you feel like doing that is going to make you feel better, like self-development, it could be something like Invisalign. Oh my God, you guys, when I got Invisalign, I would always be like, I love putting in a new tray every 2 weeks because it makes me feel like I'm a better version of myself each time. Every 2 weeks there was a new tray, and it was like kind of like a new level of, oh, you're becoming a better version of yourself. And it was like a tangible thing for me to look at. And once you kind of see that, that is like, it's so exciting. Another thing is like looking at inspirational quotes. That really did it for me, and I always was into like inspirational quotes, but once you start following the right accounts, it really just boosted my self-esteem, my ego, like everything. Not ego, just my self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? Maybe my ego a little bit. What else? I really want to help you guys, because I don't want to just sit here and be like, oh, go to the gym and you'll forget about the guy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying pick just one thing that makes you inspired, that also makes you kind of be a better version of yourself. If that means going on TikTok and making the algorithm for your For You page just show self-development things of girls making green teas and like green juices and like waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning to do their gym sessions, do that. Like if that means like buying like a ton of books on Amazon, if that means watching self-development YouTube videos, that was another thing. Like I watched a bunch of self-development YouTube videos that I genuinely liked. And when I say as well, it's like, I've always done this, but because I was doing it for so long, I kind of recognized what I was kind of making myself watch because it was a popular thing, not realizing that it was actually just triggering me. And so when I realized like, oh, hey, I actually don't want to watch person A, and not for anything that they did wrong, but it just didn't resonate with me. It didn't spark like this fire of inspiration in me. I was like, it's time to unfollow. Not because I have anything against you, but because you simply just don't do it for me. And I'm only going to follow like people that literally like make me want to get up and like, and if you haven't found those kind of people, keep searching, girl. Keep going on the internet, keep going on Instagram and whatever. Another thing is finding someone that is in the same mindset as you. When I was going through this whole thing, my friend she had a breakup like 2 years prior that was very similar, so she kind of understood, but we were both going on the journey of like self-development and just becoming better versions of ourselves. We would always like send each other Instagram like quotes, and we would just always inspire each other. So that was a really big thing that helped me as well. I was learning a lot more about the law of attraction, going into the law of assumption, and then finally blending the two. And it just literally revolutionized my life. I swear, honestly, like, knock on wood, I don't actually mean this, but like every time I want to do something self-development wise, if I were to level up, I'm just gonna cut a bunch of people off, and then like it's gonna happen. Like I don't know what it is, but it motivates me so much. And it's not out of like a spiteful, like it was never out of like a spiteful thing for me. It was always like oh look at how good I am. No, it was never something like that. It was always like, how could I distract myself, and also because I love like self-development stuff, how can I distract myself? And it's a win-win situation, because you distract yourself and then you're also becoming a better version of yourself, and also you get the guy, or you get whatever it is that you turned your back towards to focus on yourself. So Baddie Revelation episode 2, focus on yourself, and that is the most important thing that you will ever do for your life. Like I can't stress this enough. Like really, just in all aspects, make a list if you have to, or follow your intuition to what you want to make better. And it's never about the person. It's never about showing that person like, oh, look how much weight I've lost. Look how like clearer my skin is. Look how like whiter my teeth are. Look how more ambitious I am, and all of that. Never. If you're going through that mentality, I don't know what to tell you, because I've never been like that. Like I've never gone through that way of thinking, so I can't quite like let you know how to get rid of that. I would say maybe like journal and like just kind of understand that like It's never about anyone else. Another thing that I did was like self-love affirmations at nighttime that really helped me. You may not be able to control a breakup. You may not be able to control a promotion maybe, or maybe you might, I don't know. But the power is always in yourself, and you always have the control of losing weight, of learning how to manage your business, of being, you know, more charismatic, or learning how to be a good friend, you know? Like, you're always in control of you. No one can take that away from you. Absolutely no one. So no matter if you're trying to get over a guy, maybe you can't control that right now, but the thing that you can control is yourself. So as soon as you start focusing on yourself, you just automatically detach from the results of everything else, because you're so focused on yourself that like nothing else matters. And that's the paradox of it all. As soon as you start doing that, it all comes in. So I really hope that you got something out of this. I really hope that that resonated with you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.